is starting coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft. And we're just gonna go to an ocean monument and crack it wide open. We're gonna take everything that's inside. I mean, not everything, that would take too long. We're gonna take some of the things that are inside, an average amount of them. But first, we should make sure we're prepared. My trident will be in a shulker? In a bundle? Maybe I put the trident in the shulker. Yes. Alright, so it could be a better trident, but it will do. The only other thing we need is a whole lot of doors. Dark oak wood is a premium, so we're going to go and get some non-dark oak wood to do this with. We're just going to go to all of these trees and cut them down. That should get us enough doors. Because I don't know how many doors I'll need. Every time I went before, I didn't get quite enough doors, so I was, you know, at least a little bit limited, and I want to be very doorful. Dorolous, that's not a word. Dolorous is a word, but it does not mean full of doors, it means full of dolor, or sadness. So, you know, if you cared. You probably already knew. But, that is alright. I'm just having a good old time. None of these trees need to be here. We can replace them with prettier trees some other day. Although I kind of wish I was just replacing these with dark oak trees instead, like I had done in the past game. Having a nice vast space open for like a lower cherry grove would be nice, and much more my aesthetic. But I've also been thinking of doing like a sort of mushroom forest going on, if I can figure out how to grow mushrooms properly. Either I put stuff over them and I bone meal them up, or I have to grow them underground, or I'll artificially make an underground for them, or I just need to do it at night. I do not know which. I will figure it out. Alright, this is gonna be 80, 160. It's like 30 some odd doors. That's probably gonna be enough, but it's not definitely gonna be enough, and there are still more trees. And while trees are nice in the real world, in Minecraft they're also nice, but importantly they inhibit my ability to see what's going on in the village, to protect people from pillager attacks, which I guess they just randomly send out raids every now and then, which goes to show they can't be trusted, as if there was any doubt. Even a passing familiarity with pillagers would show someone, you know, how terrible and contemptible they are as a people, how worthy of reviling they truly are. And I think this, I need to, there we go. We'll save this tree really quick so that the bees have somewhere to live. But, alrighty. This chicken is just walking around. What behavior, I say. So I'll make like 40 doors there. Yeah, you know, basically a whole stack of doors. That'll have to be enough. And we'll throw the rest of these, that stack of logs in there, because that's a good place for them. And then I'll just put random things in here, because we're going out on an adventure, and inventory management is a joke to me and everybody else. So I don't need a shield, because, like, well, you know, I'll carry one with me. Why not, you know? It'll be funny. The ender chest properly shouldn't be clogged up with junk like that, but we'll do it for this because it'll be fine is why. But we're going to go ahead and make our way to the Ocean Monument. And what is a relatively quick beginning of a task orientation for my standards anyway. The best part of ocean monuments is that they make a terrifying sound. Wait, that doesn't sound like it's a good thing. The best part of ocean monuments is that they repeatedly make a terrifying sound. No, they're full of gold! That's what it was. I knew I would remember. But we hold our trident and we move out across the water. And you know, it's a beautiful world here. Doug's in his egg. It'll hatch any day now. That'll be a wonderful celebration. The canal goes further. Everything is coming up roses. And the title's a lie. Let's fix the title. There we go. Day 213. I really just estimated it, which is, you know, very irresponsible. But we're going to go in this direction, and we're going to find an ocean monument before too long. The one that's over in that direction we've already been to. Don't even know if you can really see it here, but there is one over there. But our earlier archaeology also revealed some other things. A shipwreck that we may have gone to, but then a monument that we certainly had not. That's that one archaeology site. Then we would have turned this way, and then the monument should just, like, sort of appear as if by magic, but, you know, a peculiar kind of magic. Hello, Dr. Z. But I was just in the general neighborhood, like, a couple hours ago. It was here. It was here somewhere. There it is. You can see the characteristic arch on the top of it, and we'll be headed right for it. There's a bit of a shipwreck there, and then another shipwreck over in that direction, it looks like. I don't know how far in this direction I went in this world, because it's been a long time. We mainly went in the other direction, I think. But it's certainly pretty enough. Alright, so the strategy for these, I used to be, like, so scared and trying to be deliberate about how we went in. That's foolishness. All you need to do is grab your boat, go right in, drop some doors in the front, drop some doors there, chill for a second. You do need to hold your breath a little bit in real life, because when the debuff notification from the Elder Guardian comes in, it is chilling. It makes you feel as though your bones are of no use to you anymore, and that everything in life will now be separated into moments before and after this terrifying sound was unleashed upon you. But it'll be fine. It will be fine, because these Guardians simply do not know how to deal with someone appropriately speedy. We drop around here, a couple of doors, and a couple of doors, and now we're good. Of course, doors block the line of sight on the beams, which makes it very easy to go in. The Elder Guardian moves. We'll be expecting the bone-chilling sound at any moment, but it hasn't happened yet. It's a debuff, and even though I'm expecting it, I am likely to wince and exclaim as if I have never heard it before. I guess I could just break my way through this wall if they're going to let me do it. There we go. Now I can't do it. The good thing about these is that, you know, they line of sight block, like I said. And that means that Guardians are very ill-equipped to deal with the realities of fighting inside of a temple. They have thorns, but I have thorns too, so whenever they hit or we hit, we bounce around all hilariously. I just need to get a little bit of breath and food first, and then the Elder Guardian is right up this wing, so we're going to go up and poke him repeatedly. He's like kind of a dork. I don't think he even hurts very bad. Like, yeah, a couple hearts, no biggie. And there's one down. There will be two more. We will want to go around just to see if he dropped anything. Did we get anything cool from him? No, we didn't get anything cool from this one. They're not all winners, you know. And then we'll have another one right here. Don't let me lie to you and say that I knew that this is where he would be. I knew that there was one somewhere. We're in some danger, not like a lot. We're just going to get down this hallway, eat some breads. So we got plenty of health, right? And we know that we can just door up here. And regen some health, no biggie. That was kind of a lot in that room. It could have been tense, but I had my idol of infinite life in my offhand, so I wasn't overly worried about it. And now we've just got one more to deal with, and I kind of want to see if we can do this quick. The Guardian hurts and moans. It sounds like they are running into the magma in that hallway, which is, you know, great for me. All right, we've got a lot going on here. We're just gonna try to go up and down there. Side to side, doesn't really work that well. Okay, you'd be forgiven for thinking I knew where they would be at, but I was just sort of faking it. I have been to one of these places before. I don't know if they're always in the same zones, though, because it feels like at least one place where I would have expected them to be, they weren't, unless I was just in the treasure room and didn't know it. So that's all three. Best of my knowledge, and in 2.5 minutes we'll be able to mine again. So let's just find that centrally located room. We can pop a couple guardians along the way. You know, it really might... Yeah, we'll put the shield in the offhand so that we can fight them legitimately. I was like, is that the treasure room there? Nope. Oh, I've thrown my trident. Alright, so in conclusion, you can't block with a shield in your offhand because it makes you want to throw the trident. That makes sense, you know, like a true warrior of the sea, they wouldn't want to block, you know, all offense all the time. I'm gonna be king of the ocean monument. I don't think there are 4 guardians. It's been 3 at all the ones I've ever gone to, but we'll be ready to fight another one should they emerge. But as for right now, we're not too worried out the debuff in Triumph. But as it stands now, I mean, it's all fine. If we don't find the treasure room beforehand, we'll just go through the walls once the debuff clears. You can hear them shooting, but they're shooting at like a squid or something. I don't think they fight dolphins. They're not like evil. They're just annoying. They might be evil. Don't quote me on that. It's possible that they're evil. Somehow, after basically making a beeline for all 3 of the initial bosses, I find myself unable to find the central treasure room. It's okay. The bosses are the hard part. Was it through this hole in the wall that I knocked in earlier? Is that a good hole in the wall? Ah, the debuff's cleared now. We're good. we're going to commence Operation Get Sea Lanterns. We're gonna get a bunch of other materials here too, because they're pretty, and I have inventory space, This is going to allow us both to, get cool things for building eventually. Get plenty of sea lanterns, because there are a lot of sea lanterns here, and you never know when you'll want them. They are very stylish. They are not made of fire, so they would be excellent, actually, for, my roller coaster and such. If you use sea lanterns for lights on a snow mountain, they don't show up as flame from far away or close up. Hey, Natasha. So that's pretty cool. And it'll give me a thing to do, importantly, while I am going around, cracking every wall, trying to find where the treasure room is. Hey, sponges! So that's cool. They exist, and they aren't in every monument, but they are in some. We need more efficiency on our Silk Touch pick, I think. Also need to stab this fellow. Hey, those are the characteristic bricks of the outside of the thing that I'm looking for, I think. We're just going to keep on cracking more stuff. We're going to make a little air pocket here, step inside. And then we're just going to break, like, a lot of things here just because I want some of this material to build with, and this is the best way I know to get it. There may be other ways, but this is the way that I know. You just go in and you start breaking everything. Still got plenty of inventory space. We picked up another one of those tied armor trims. I need to get enough of those things to totally dedicate myself to the tides. And yes, here we go. We have arrived at our goal. So we're just gonna zoom in. I mean, we'll probably kill the Guardians a little bit, just for fun. We want them to feel like we're not just ignoring them, even though we 1000% are just ignoring them. And really, like, this monument crack went so much faster than I had anticipated. It almost, like, you want to make them feel like they're doing well. And there we go. Magnificent riches. Just, good stuff. Lanterns aplenty. All things bright and beautiful are now within our grasp. A second sponge room, or is this the first one? I'm not sure. Looks like it's another one. But anyway, that was fun. We're just gonna leave now. I mean, we could have got more stuff out of it. Obviously, there were more things within. More sea lanterns, more materials, but we can always come back later. And I'm having fun just running around. Look at all of them. Oh yeah, we should definitely leave the lanterns on the top. Because they'll let us get back there again. But let's get a little speed boost off of this dolphin here. Did I overshoot it? Alright, drastically overshot it, Yeah, we'll deal with that later. That went quick. Let's do another one. I still got doors. We'll just go in this direction. I feel like one cannot go on an ocean and shake a stick for too long without seeing an ocean monument. And hey, there's also this shipwreck here, which I may or may not have been to. I've played You know, I think we've just been on this world for what, like 2 weeks now, and do like 100 Minecraft days a week. So, so it's a little tricky to differentiate all the places that I've been. But I try to keep it straight, but it's hard. It is difficult indeed to remember all the places I've gone and all the people that I have seen in Minecraft, but it's a good kind of problem to have. We get a ton of rotten flesh. I mean, sure, whatever. No, we carry the cod. Yeah, we carry the cod because we'll get more cod where we're going. We'll go to this side of the boat for a chest here. No, so I think this is just going to be a single chest boat. Because I don't think one populates in here. We can check real quick. I say before destroying the entire world around it. Alright, yes, so like I said, I don't think one could populate in there. But we don't want to, you know, we don't want to leave any stones unturned. Alright, in conclusion, we're going to say that we found the only chest on the boat. Right? Yes, right. I just feel like there could be another one, but I don't know why. Oh yeah, because that's the back of it, relatively, and the other ones is in the aft cabin, and yeah. Alright, well. None of this is getting me any closer to an ocean monument, but it did get me a large amount of rotten flesh, which I will later throw away. Am I going the wrong way again? Yes, I got turned around and I was going back towards home, which is not the direction we wish to go. At least I don't think it is. We want to go this way to try and find more underwater monuments. Of course, in service of that, we will want to throw away these planks. No, you know what? We'll deal with it later. I've got like most of the stuff in my inventory that we'll have space for. Hey, look, another underwater monument. Is this the same one as before? Did I get that far turned around? I think I got that far turned around. Yes, I definitely did. Well, that is what happens when you get distracted by a shipwreck. But in that case, I'm going to go and get some more lanterns. Wait, no, not my boat. Because you can't drop the lanterns that easily when the elders are alive, of course. They protect their lands too intensely. But now that they're gone, why, there's no one to stop me from doing this. Just my own carelessness. But, you know, the important thing is that you just disrespect the Guardians. Alright. So we're gonna get a little bit of air here. And then, food up, go outside, punch him with the trident. Nothing like a vigorous trident punch to make them rethink their previous choices. I don't know if it hurts more if you get him right in the middle of the eye, but it feels more fun. Oh, come on, sit still. I want to poke you. If I had a special trident, oh, he wouldn't dare. Wouldn't dare to stare at me like that. Alright, now, as I was saying, now I'm going to get some of these little, these lanterns, and then I will go and find another monument, and then I will steal stuff from it too. Low on breath, we're just gonna crouch right here for a moment. Now we've got some distance, and we want to go this way. Yeah, we just went the total wrong way out of it whenever we were trying to evade. Ran right into him, but I think this time we are running right away from them, so... We'll just go in this direction for a bit, not too long. I'm confident we'll see another monument because, well, they never seem to be far away. And then we'll break it wide open. Take all of the treasures from within, and then probably return home, see how Doug's doing. But I do also want to find some obsidian while I'm out and about. So we'll be looking for a lava pool if we notice any telltale signs. And then also, you know, if we just see a ruined nether portal, we'll probably hack it up or put it back together, depending on what stage of the trying to go home we're in. I really like that appearance right here, where all of the colors of the oceans are melding all around, and that island with the lonely acacia tree there. The sea turtle swimming underneath. Quite a beautiful little vista. And now, a village on the side of the wall, complete with characteristic acacia formations, acacia village formations. To wit, let us pull out the spyglass and see. I think I see the glimmer of it. So we should see, yes, see the water source in the wall, the farms that are built in inexplicable places. So as we approach, those water sources are going to fall down. That might just be villages built on the side of mountains, and I see them more when they're acacia, but anyway. Characteristic water source oddities. Is that a coral reef? It is a coral reef. Beautiful. But we'll just visit them real quick. See, you know, if they laid any tribute out for us. See if they have any problems that we may be able to help with. You know, just hero stuff. Just normal, run-of-the-mill hero things. It's important to do your civic duty in that regard. It's also important to manage your inventory space. So until things change up a bit, we're going to just move this stuff in there. That should give us much more room for various things. There we go. That is the telltale sign of a lava pool. So it looks like we're going to get our obsidian problem sorted out right now. Yes, indeed. But I really need, like, well, I need all of this obsidian, but I'm not going to sit here and mine it all right now. But I want enough for a portal to go home with whenever I feel like going home. Probably after we find one more monument, but then I want enough for one more portal again, so that whenever I go off for a jaunt or whatever, I'll have that in the ender chest. Because you never want to be going home or rather, to be leaving home without, you know, your Swiss Army knife of Minecraft things. Once you get a taste for shulker boxes and ender chests, you know, it's hard to give it up. You can bet if I ever die again, which I'm not going to, I'm going to live forever, that I'll be motivated to get the things to let me manage my inventory slightly better, and then I will lament my inability to use them properly. But the point is that we're much happier now that we know that I've definitely got some hay bales and wood and stuff and coal in the ender chest, because it's annoying to run out of torches, but it's more annoying if you can't immediately make things better. So that's 24 obsidian. We might as well make it around 30. I thought it was going to end, and then I inelegantly stopped just at the last moment. It'll be okay. We're gonna kill this Enderman. He is whooping around. He is causing an absolute ruckus, and we are going to we're gonna eliminate him. Or rather, we would. Here we go. Oh, he is being real sneaky. You just gotta stay on him. You don't want him to teleport around and walk around all big-leggedly. Alright, so someone was telling me that if you can get a skeleton to kill certain enemies, then you can get music discs. I think they said I need to get it to kill a creeper. And it may not always happen. Or maybe I need to get a creeper to kill a skeleton? I don't know. The skeleton is handling the problems. Alright, so that didn't do it. I think maybe because the creeper exploded is why, or maybe it just didn't work, you know, but anyway, that would be how to do it. You would manipulate them into chasing you and then turn around. Not certain enemies, only the creeper. Okay. So yeah, so you just need the creeper chasing you and put their body in between you and the skeleton, or skeletons. Which we are doing right now. We just need some skeletons, or creeper, or creepers. And then we'll be all together now, as the arrows fly. This is the only time in my whole Minecraft life I've been like, man, if I had a creeper around and then not had one. Oh well. You know, something to keep in mind for the future. I guess if we don't have any creepers around, we should count our blessings. And just lay on down for the night. That guy probably was thinking about trying to steal my bed. You know, it's hard times everywhere, man. There's a creeper down there looking longingly at the lake of lava, wondering where it all went wrong. Not willing to accept that it was certainly whenever he made an enemy of me. It must have been something else, he thinks. Wrong. Wrong. But the village will be well served now that I'm gone and their enemies here are gone. So nothing left to do but take our tribute and run off into the sunset or sunrise or a direction that's neither of those things, whichever the case may be. Only 5 haze? I would say maybe I haven't been here before, but I don't believe that. I just think it was, you know, maybe they've been falling on hard times. That was a pretty meager tribute. Hey, but they do have an entire bucket right there, and that's pretty nice. One can never have enough buckets. I think that's the thing I say, right? I'm always preaching the virtues of bucketry. All the buckets in the world are wonderful. Let's jump up to the top of this hill and see what we've got. Alright, we've got a nice village. Down there, a flower forest, it looks like. Vast coral reef. This is actually a really pretty place. Let's get out the old spyglass. Yep, so a coral reef that stretches... Might just be there and there. Does it connect in the front? Maybe that little sandbar in the middle intersects it. Maybe it's two different ones. Then we've got nice little river. Beautiful mountain there. We've got a village with one of those cool blacksmith things. A creeper hisses. Well, you know, at least I didn't care about this side of the mountain. You see, this is why... this is why you can't ever notice anything beautiful in hardcore Minecraft. A creeper will come up and try to ruin your day. But fortunately, we are very strong and not that susceptible to creepers anymore. So what I'm going to do is make a beautiful waterfall here. I bet you couldn't see that one coming. And then we're just going to follow it down, chip away, let it reach the ocean, and then we're going to go in the direction of the coral reef and see what we can find. We may not actually have to give this any help, or no, we'll give it a small amount of help in this section, I think. I think the slope will hit there. Nope. Good enough. Good enough indeed, to get us almost all of the way to the water. And then it won't take too much nudging to get it the rest of the way to the beautiful, cool turquoise depths. They're probably lukewarm. And now we've got a nice waterfall to go up the side. And, you know, it looks in no way natural or like it's supposed to be there. So, you know, that's fine. It'll be okay. Let's get some water in the bucket. Throw some things in the inventory. Which things? Things like wheat. Things like wheat seeds and coal. Not like any of the stuff we're likely to be picking up while we're here. The shield we won't need because trident precludes it. And yeah, let's just go and explore the reef a little bit, see if we can find anything else while we're there. And some beautiful badlands on the other side of it. Very nice indeed. Something about the gradations of red and orange and that beautiful seam of white that goes through it. It's just very lovely. And to be bordering, as they often do, with deserts and then like coral reefs that I seem to find, at least occasionally, it's just so beautiful. A wonderful place indeed. But I think I saw a ruined portal over here, so we might as well run over to it and put it together, peek into the nether, and see what's going on there. I want to find one more monument before we go home, just because the first one went pretty quick. I got all three of the first Elder Guardians within like 3 minutes. The first Elder Guardians of the Elder Guardians. And it took me as much time to find where all the treasure was. I was gonna say, have I been here before? But no, I think it was just a curious ender portal. Maybe I've been here before. Life is very long. No, I probably wouldn't have left obsidian. I certainly wouldn't have left all those iron nuggets. Alright, let's just, okay, let's reason how you could build a portal better with water. So if I used a door, can I put wood blocks on top of it? Yeah. And then we could just, like, put the water... You know, that was better in my head. Okay. Never mind, I've just destroyed all of the lava. Anyway, clearly I haven't thought very hard about this. Someone said that you could use doors, but I obviously don't know what they meant. You know, well, we'll keep on thinking about that. We'll keep on thinking, and maybe someday I'll get somewhere with that thought. However, with these here, we are somewhat closer to being at the top of this, so we're just gonna dirt corner it and go ahead and put this together. You laughing at me again, Natasha? Am I not understanding a thing? But you know, it shouldn't come as a surprise. But let's go ahead and manage the inventory just a little bit. That's just to say bundle manage, right? Because I know I've got things like blocks of gold that are going to go right in there. And then, you know, like the hay that I had just picked up. And then that should be all there. We're just going to go ahead and... Wait, no, the flint and steel. That's what I was getting. So I was thinking, okay, you got the doors, that'll be like a shape that's vertical, you could put a thing on top of it, and then you could like put the lava around it. But I was not considering that the lava would be, you know, around it in a very real sense, all around it. You know, why don't I just act responsibly? We had the inner chest out. Let's go ahead and grab a shulker. What? Oh, it's just a zombie piglin. He's no threat. They're bros. The doors tech is more complicated? Okay. Yeah, it's just somebody at work. He's like, you could use doors for it. And I'm like, okay, I'll think about that. But yeah, we're just going to put these doors in there. Yeah, we don't need two different kinds of doors on us. We'll be able to get them later if we need them. And yeah, there we go. A good little shulker. We will throw it back up in here, and we'll just put the trident in the ender chest. We'll pull it out if we go back to an ocean monument. Because we're going into the nether, we might as well have a bunch of inventory space. Since no matter what the plan is, it can often change once you go inside. Alright, let's see what we'll look at when we get in. Oh, it's a tech to do it underwater. Ah. Oh, that makes even more sense because it would leave the space around it. Alright, so... is that a thing? I think it's just a basalt delta. But we'll go check it out. I don't think we're in a terribly precarious position. I say as I look out at lava everywhere. You know what? I don't think that's a thing anymore. I think that's just a basalt delta. Yeah, that's just those little pillars. Those things fool me all the time. They look like little spires, little fingerlings, but they're always tricksy. They never are what they pretend to be. We're just peeking around, and if we don't see a structure, we're just gonna peek right back out. Alright, that was fun. Okay, indeed. Very interesting. So, as we see, we've got unnecessary fall damage, a cornerstone of any fun video. Just a big old boring cavern? Yep, just a big old boring cavern. A witch! I'm gonna go hit him. The fun thing about witches is I used to be very afraid of them, and I still should probably be a little bit afraid of them, but if you just run up to them and then hit them with a sword, it literally doesn't matter anything else. They don't even have time to hurt you. It's sure you get a little bit sick or whatever, but it's only when you show fear that they'll get you. Fear is the Minecraft killer. You know, or whatever. Got another lava pool here, it looks like. It looks like there's a wooded badlands thing up there. We've already been to one of those biomes in this world. So we don't need to go one, you know, to check all the boxes. They are very pretty, though. It's possible we've been to this one again. I just don't remember that far back. If I can get some skeletons, we got a couple creepers here, and then maybe we can try to effect a murder. A murder of creepers, most foul. Here we go. Alright, the creepers... Alright, they're not camouflaged. They are green. Come, fellows. Alright. Now we will just need to... Alright, this is going to be trickier than I thought. This is never going to work. This is never going to work. But fortunately, he's fallen into a hole of his own making. It's alright. You know, we'll work on the skeleton thing some other time. It's never going to work. We'll work on it some other day. I have a little nice spreads. Oh, Kino, how are you? We'll just put a bed down here in the water and lay down in it. There's a drowned, like, sort of meandering toward me. It says he swims, but he's really just, like, thinking about swimming. He's walking straight up underwater. Which, I mean, is impressive, but it's not, like, intimidating. Speaking of impressive, let's go down here into the bioluminescent fog and see if we can find diamonds. Will it go down far enough for treasures? Huh, gold is a treasure. Have we found a geode? It has opened up into a geode and a vast otherworldly area beyond that. Alright, so clearly we have to investigate because although this is not an ocean monument, it is under the ocean. What are we at? -8 now? Yeah, we'll fight. We'll poke around, get some diamonds, and then go back home. And by home, I'm back to the surface, looking for another monument. Diamonds! Oh no! You know, that's what happens when you dig down. Very careless behavior. It could have been far worse. I mean, it could have been moderately worse. Could have also been far worse. But right here, we're just going to think of all the moderately worse ways it could be. Alright, so, entertaining stuff, but we need to go back up here because there were diamonds up here. But, you know, when you're exploring around, you never want to waste a cool area, right? You never want to arrive somewhere and think, oh, I'm just not going to see where this weird place in the ocean goes down to. Because what if you find diamonds? What if you almost find diamonds and then fall through the floor and can't remember where the other diamonds were? What if that? Alright, now we're going to fall in on purpose to get the diamonds. That's way different than falling in by accident, just significantly different. Ah, miniature. There's either a spawner up there that was just a large amount. We'll figure out which. It's a spawner. Alright, what do we get? A saddle. Some coals. We can put these in here because I don't care. I don't really need the saddle, do I? No, I've got enough. Still, you know, you hate to leave it behind. Not least because we're not going to come back again. We'll just crack the spawner, collect the loot. Can you silk touch those? I really should check. But I am making important progress in my broad goal to having all the iron in the world. And you know, each gold block that we find here is, of course, 1/9 of a big gold block. So if you find just 72 of them, that's the same as going to one underwater monument. Ooh, look, a shiny. There just needs to be one more node of diamonds. I feel like I deserve it. I mean, I don't, but I feel like I do. Alright, whatever. That was fun. Let's go up. I don't think it was that one. Oh, no. I don't remember how I got in here. I think it's this one, actually. Yeah, because it's next to the geode. And then we'll just zoom up back into the ocean. Easy. A little bit of lapis here. Don't need it, but it gives experience, and that's at least something. And lapis blocks are pretty, even if I, you know, don't really need any more for enchanting purposes. It's so interesting how just like a little cave mouth like that can lead you to a wealth of interesting things. Right here underneath a desert, right here next to this guy who is donating a nautilus shell to the cause. What cause, you might say? Well, I don't know. I'll think of a cause later. Once I've collected all the nautilus shells, I'll figure out why. But we may be coming to the end of this little spur of the ocean. We're just going to figure out if there's more on this side of it or not. And if we are, then we'll probably just nether portal home and then, like, run to the spawn portal. I don't think we'll make, like, a proper highway to the portal that we're at. Because I want our nether highway system to be more or less, like, you know, designed. And not just totally clumsily thrown together. But it looks like our ocean here does connect to another ocean. Also looks like we've got lush caves underneath the Badlands here, so pretty normal thing, it seems. At least I always seem to see the trees around. We'll just head on over to this shipwreck, ignoring the drowned entirely, just like has happened his whole life. No one cares about the drowned. No one wants to hear about his sorrows. It would be sad, but I mean, just listen to the guy talk for 10 minutes and you'd be running around with a trident too. Get a nice little treasure map. Is it around? It is near a little island in the middle of nothing. That's good. We're pretty close to it, I think. We'll just need to head that way-ish. Let's get on a boat. Alright, we were a big dot on the map, and now we're a small dot on the map, proving that I don't know how directions work. Now we're a big dot again, and that's better. But I guess we'll just go west for a bit until we notice the map lighting up. Yeah, it is a really nice ship, isn't it? I kind of wanna make a little glass dome around it so that everybody can witness the beauty of the almost complete ship in the future. I thought I was on the right track. Is it this little island here? If it is, then the scale is weird. Yeah, you know, it really might be. Yep, sure enough is. Well, I was just going way too slow. Well, we'll make up for it by finding this chest super fast, right? Wrong! It's gonna be in the water. That doesn't mean I can't find it quick, though. It does mean we're getting out of the boat. Alright. How do directions even work? If I'm facing the sun, 90 degrees, we go flat west. Okay, so it's just under the water. Now, if we put this in our offhand, we can... Okay, yeah, we can see, like, much better the positioning of the X. And then I'm going to chop up the whole ocean floor anyway. Alright, so I don't know how to use a map, but I do know that it always seems to be in sand or gravel. Is that no, that is me needing air. There we go. We'll make a little air pocket. Look at the map again. Realize that I'm hopeless. You know, even in two hands, I'm no good at finding it. Fortunately, with a very good shovel, I will just hack away at literally the whole thing. No part of this ocean will be left untouched, and then I will look up at any moment and find it. At any moment. And I'll just notice it being around. Come on, where is it? You know... I don't know. I don't know where it is. Let's lay down here. Is it right there? No, it's not right there. I figured out that it's not right there. I am so bad at finding treasure. No one has ever been worse at finding treasure than I am today. Alright, so hitboxes on is insane, and I don't know why I thought that would be helpful. It sure lets me know where all the stuff is at. Hey, well, you know. Hey, I found the chest. It had iron and gold and diamonds and a heart of the sea and, you know, a potion of water breathing, which I will drink where we're going. So, in conclusion, that's exactly what I needed to do. I don't know where I put my boat. Is it in my inventory? Sure, wish it was. Did I leave it on the surface of the water over here somewhat? Like by the island? Yes, that's good. I'm not convinced that hunting for buried treasure is ever the right idea for me anymore. But, you know, it's still fun. It's fun to find it. And it sure is faster than trying to look for it a legitimate way. But now that we've got a bunch of junk, it's time to throw all of it into this shulker box and forget about it. And this is truly the best of all feelings in the world. Because it's not even the wrong thing to do, you know? We can just deal with it later. No, don't you dare. Okay, actually, the ender chest is immune to explosions, making it a fine thing. I bet the shulker box would go up. Oh man, I would lose my mind if I lost a shulker box to a creeper. I only have 3 of them. Was already exposed for sometimes. Yeah, but I didn't see it, you know. It's like Ralph Waldo Emerson said, people see what they are prepared to see. And I think he said that. It could have been somebody else. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's him. Every time I quote it to people, I say it's him, so I sure hope it is. Is that sponge? Or just yellow coral? Horn coral block. So, can I silk touch coral? Mineable pickaxe, yes. So I know if you use a normal pickaxe, they break, but you can get coral blocks with silk touch, which is going to make me feel like a monster, because now I kind of want some, but I don't want to break it. I don't want to ruin the reef, but I kind of want some. You know what? I'll deal with this later. After all, I'm supposed to be looking for another ocean monument. Don't think I've forgotten. I mean, do think I'm forgotten. You don't want to, like, have an inaccurate estimation of how things are going in the world. Iron! You know, some exposed iron is not appropriately exposed, but this exposed iron was right here for the taking. Relatively here for the taking. Relatively right here. And, you know, that was 7 iron pieces, and that's definitely worth going for. Fortune 3 feels so good. Kind of prefer the coral reef all white. You monster! I'm not going to hit it with a regular pickaxe. I did that like 2 times ever. It is a fine ship. It's got like the crossbars on the masts and everything. Pretty sweet. Got another ship here. Might as well visit it. Might well be trying to send us right back to where we just came from, but no point in... Oh, look at that! another big section of coral reef and like a sort of like a valley depression in the water. Very cool indeed. Yep, same old one. Yeah, this is such a nice reef, the way that it descends in and like sort of fills in the whole of the depth of the ocean here. It's really quite a large and striking formation, isn't it? Oh my goodness, it goes on for ages. So we've got an area in the center where it isn't. Who knows what's down there? But really, really quite shocking and beautiful. It's got this huge dead zone in the middle. And almost all you can see from it is more reef, with just the barest hints of other things, and then a couple of islands. Really pretty, really cool. And there was a ruined nether portal over in this direction-ish somewhere. It popped in before some of the other stuff did, so when we get closer to it, we'll be able to see it easier. Right over there, yes. Yeah, this coral reef, it really does keep going. I haven't made like an exhaustive study of them, but it seems to be the largest by far that I've ever seen. I mean, it keeps on going, doesn't it? Like, are you kidding? I don't. It would take a long time to make this coral reef all white. Because that over there was where that other circular dead zone was, and now we're here in the middle of another one, and that was the one that this ring also intersects with. So this is another big circle that is attached to that reef, and it doesn't look like it's ending. We'll just follow it further this way and see where it leads. The base of the Hooded Badlands. So like this is such a pretty scene. And at least far in the distance there, we've got more coral reef. You know, if I didn't already have a house. So pretty. I guess we're just going to continue on along the coral reef. There's nothing here but coral, but it's also pretty. And I want to see how far it goes. And I'm also looking for an ocean monument. I've never seen one in the middle of a coral reef, but I've seen one like right next to it. Which might have been the middle of one before the monument interrupted. It's hard to say. Just a very dense and very, very large coral reef. We're still traveling alongside it. And I don't know if it was all meant by the game to be one roof, but it functionally is one. one can travel quite some time without ever finding anything that's not coral. And here we've got a big dead zone, but it doesn't look to be complete. The reef may continue over in this area, so we're going to scout that out real quick. Actually, we're going to go down here, because what? Because what? Here you see a beautiful coral reef underneath the coral reef. So you can come down here and have, like, an interior beautiful coral reef. Ridiculous. So we're just going to keep on striking in this direction and see if the coral reef continues, and it really just might. Or is that a underwater monument finally? It's some kind of structure. I see a lot of lantern-looking things, but it might just be an archaeology site over to the left. Nope, it's more coral reef, but then beyond that is a monument, I think. Underwater coral house, long-term goal? Yeah, for sure. It's really pretty. Oh! Is this the one I've been to already? Alright, so very, very, very careful and deliberate action. Or this is the one I've been to already, and then we'll just go over to this underwater monument, because, well, that is a temple. Or a thing that I call a temple. Is this a village right next to the temple? And this is a different one that I've been to? That is actually what I'm inclined to believe, because it's very, very close, and I don't remember the one I'd been to being immediately next to it. There's also archaeology opportunities inside, and opportunities to die. So, but now I know sort of how those opportunities function. We should be relatively more prepared to not die while we're doing it. But we're just going to run over here. Like, this is the same village we were at before. I just don't remember. Maybe all villages have this very, very dangerous looking pratfalls around them. But as we get closer here, no, we haven't taken any of the sand, so this won't be where we've been before. And I definitely don't remember anything like that. That's a pretty cool little area, actually. Looks to be unique to these desert villages. So we'll just crash for the night. No, I have left my bed somewhere. We'll just take a bed from this village. Sorry, find a bed in this village. Well, not likely. I don't know how many beds are in this village. We're going to take some tribute anyway and figure out what's going on as we do. That suspicious sand room. Yes, it will be nice. I'm not going to repeat the mistake of the past. I might do the one where I die, but I'm not going to do the one where I wreck all the sand. Bunch of bookshelves. It's like I don't want to ruin the place. They've got a bunch of cool things. Here's a bed. Nice spare bed. Nice green bed. Oh, I opened the tab and hit 2 while I was waiting. Nice spare bed. Oh, do the clothing of the zombies here like count as not killing them with the sun? That's pretty funny. All right, so let us try to get through this thing without dying. I believe this is a different one that we've been through before based on numerous properties. We'll know when we go in. So there were basically no enemies inside, only yourself. So you get a water bucket, right? You break here, and then you go down, and then there's a room that'll kill you right there. So it's pretty interesting, because it'll just kill you. We're going to very slowly go down and try to remove this pressure plate. And then, because we're like, okay, there's a thing of TNT, so can we mine it, or will it blow up? We're in the water. Yes, we can mine it, with Silk Touch at least, so. Alright. If we remove the pressure plate... If we remove the pressure plate, these places are just excellent sources of TNT, I guess. So you find the room, you throw the water down, you drop on in, and now we can get these boxes in peace and harmony. You know, once I knew the TNT was there, I mean, I had merely suspected that something could be wrong in the earlier times. And there are 4 chests here? Okay, yeah, there are 4 chests here. They're probably of varying qualities, as that normally is how things go. Hey, hey! Great apple! The greatest apple. The enchanted of golden apples. Very swag. I think that's my first one in this world. Although I will likely always forget to eat it. It is nice to have it. And a second enchanted golden apple, so pretty good. Not as strikingly fun as the first one was, but you know, pretty good. Pretty good getting a second one. And there's a 4th chest with, not another enchanted golden apple, just some gunpowder and another saddle. Still, very nice. Now we need to look for a sand room, which may well be a level above us. No, we'll go in through a different door and look for sand room. Because the other temple, there was like a room and then a cellar where there was a sand room, but I don't know if they're all the same. It is possible that they don't all have a sand room. Like, where would it even be, right? This way? Nope, because that way is just stuff. This way? Nope, just stuff again. Maybe there's not a suspicious sand room in all of them. Maybe it's like halfway in. Maybe there's a room under this one? No, I don't think there's a room under this one. Well, I distinctly remember in the second one, there was a room that had this pattern on the floor in between the first pattern room in this one, and I'm not detecting it here, so I think there's just a variant on the temples where some have the rooms for archaeology and some don't. But we've gotten 2 enchanted golden apples, and that's good. Yeah, I no longer think that we're going to find a suspicious sand room. We're digging around, you know, we're giving it a chance. Still, a wonderful success, and now I know how to do it. You put the water down, but it needs to be broader. Crack the pressure plate, go in the middle, pick up the TNT. Good stuff. And TNT either needs to be silk touched or waterlogged. Probably water to bash the TNT. You know, just probably water. I'm not saying that's definitely what it is, but that would make sense. Doesn't make it true. Alright, so there's an underwater monument around, and now we're going to go to that. But first, we might as well shulker up. No, not the flint and steel. We'll put that in the inner chest, but not in the shulker. The shulker is for stuff that we barely care about at all. Stuff like horn coral blocks and wheat. And not all that other stuff that actually is quite nice. You know, whatever. We're done with it. We're done thinking about it. We're gonna go ahead and forget to put it inside, and forget to put it inside. Grab the trident out real quick, since we will be needing it before long. That's crazy good loot. 4 chests. I mean, the golden apples, I just know they're very rare, but 9 TNT, you know, if you cared about TNT, I guess that'd be good. But, you know, I've never really used TNT. I bet if I started, I would start singing a different tune about it and start desiring it rather a lot. I don't want to say something on the internet like explosions are cool, but you know, like they can be. Can't they? And I think I just thought this was going to be... Yeah, well, you know, it is an opportunity for archaeology, so... I thought I saw an underwater monument over here, but I might have been imagining it. I might have also just got turned around. I might be brushing some wheat out of this. That's, you know, it's not much of a prize, but it's something. We're going to brush a pottery shard. That is a wooden hoe, which is a total waste of my time. Unlike, you know, picking up coal from a chest, which is not a waste of my time. Or something. This is a suspicious sand, so we're just going to brush it a little bit here and get something useless like coal. Not a waste of time. Picking up coal, absolutely not a waste of time. And here we got a little brushy to do. To get an emerald, total waste of time. Good enough. We got two here. They're quite easy to see from far away when illuminated and not next to any other blocks. But that is not always the opportunities that you'll have to see suspicious sand. This one, and then we've got another one to the right as well. The Guardian crew is working overtime to try to render our archaeology more dangerous, but, you know, I see this as their opportunity to contribute a Nautilus shell to my burgeoning collection. As indeed, so do they. Here's the monument. I knew it was around somewhere. Alright, so we just need to get ready real quick. To do that, we will get some doors, but we'll also chug-a-lug this potion of water breathing. Is there a cow somewhere around? You know, if we saw one, it would be worth milking the cow, but if we don't... we'll just go in and deal with it. Whatever. It'll provide time for quiet contemplation if we clear the inside too quick. Now we'll just glug a little bit and get going. Did I bring my boat? Yes, excellent. So even though we have infinite breath, we're just going to zoom in here and door it up anyway. That's really to prevent them from easily following me in, more than it is to worry about the breaths. And I don't know why I was waiting there, like I would need breath from a door, which I don't. And I just need to be prepared for the chilling sound of the Guardian as they screech at me, which will happen any of these moments, but if it doesn't happen soon, I'm just going to crack this and steal all their stuff. I don't care. You think I'm proud? Yeah! Yeah, take that. Now that's what I call advanced archaeology. You know, I could just leave now. I don't even need to kill him. Okay. There's one. Okay, I'll kill him. Hey, coral generated on the inside? That is fun. A beautiful coral reefed vista, and me to interrupt it with my spear. Yeah, they were really derelicting their duty there. Like, they thought I wouldn't walk right in and jack them. I will. And then we just got one more to handle. And I think he'll be on the bottom layer somewhere on the other wing, because it seems like there's one up top and then two low. Hey, here we go. Number 3. I need to get health regened. Food's up. Heart's up. Alright, now time to get back to the fighting. I think they have like a Thorns. Because Lord knows they are not hitting me enough to be doing that damage. Yeah, they've got a Thorns. That's what it is. And we got 2 more minutes of mining fatigue. Nah, we'll just bounce. You know, we got what we needed. We've slain our enemies. Either that, or we'll try to find our way out for a couple minutes and then have to wait out the debuff. I show up immediately, rob the place blind, kill all the guardians, and now I'm walking around in the tunnels lost, trying to find my way out. This is what a heist with me would actually be like. I would do so good on the interesting part. Oh, I was using my sword. I'm like, why won't you die? Alright, so here's where we fought the one. I'm no closer to getting out than I was when I started. Alright, I don't know how these places work. The good news is, in a mere 52 seconds, I'll be able to just walk right out of this place. Can I find my way out before the debuff clears? Well, it's not looking good. I feel like I've been here before, because I'm going in circles. But in 22 seconds, the debuff will clear, and none of that will matter. Just let me out. Just let me out! In 1 second, I'm gonna walk right out of this place. Hey, a trident. A small one with a trident. Give it to me. I was like, it sure is loud. It was the raid. Well, that was pretty good. We got more stuff, got more things. Various prismarines. I guess we could try to find another one if we'll find it quick. And if not, then, if we don't find it pretty quick, we'll just make another portal. And, go ahead and head towards home. But it went so fast, I figure, you know, hey, might as well. New recipes unlocked? How? Oh, I got a turtle scoot. So, nether portal underwater here. Cleric tower plus village there. Really quite a pretty place. I mean, obviously the coral reef eventually stops, so Not as cool as it could be, but pretty cool all the same. There's another underwater monument. We're going to go to this village, though, and see if we can get some milk first. Oh no! Alright, so in conclusion, I needed to think more about those magma blocks existing. Far more about it. We need to go in from above the stone. A Prop 4 helmet? You know, that might be worth holding on to. I mean, it's not really, though, because what we need is Prop 4 on boots so that we can put the soul speed on boots and have them for our nether boots. We're just going to jet over to this town real quick. This little village, and see if they've got cows. I think they will. Seems like the sort of place that would have a cow. Two cleric towers. I bet they yell rude things at each other on ceremonial days. One of them from the top of the hill, one of them from the bottom of the hill. Both of them thinking that they're right and the other one is wrong. The warring clerics. And then there's a blacksmith in the middle of the town trying to keep the peace. And then, of course, who can forget the real goal? The cows. And we'll just get ourselves a nice little milk bucket there. Nothing like a good old bucket of milk. You know, like, I could just imagine you find a village like this at the start and you get, like, iron, and then you get some other ones and they want to give you, like, sticks and oak leaves. And you're just like, what's even going on here? But we will acquire the tribute real quick. And then go and deal with this monument out in the distance. That's just one of the great things we'll do for the people of this village in return for access to the tribute of gold and hay bales and whatever else I lay my eyes on. Good stuff. Looks like there might be another ruined nether portal underwater over there. But we're just going to eat our bread. We got enough inventory space for a couple things. You know, we can't rely on what happened last time happening again, where we just walk in and rob the place blind. But if it works, it works. That was super funny. We had cracked all the blocks before they even knew we were there. Here the security is super lax. I have seen 10 times as many guardians trying to block an interloper. You know, really, if anything happens to them, it's their fault. Alright, at least this elder guardian was on the spot. Not just trying to get robbed. Alright, so principle of 2 low and 1 high. Let's see if it pans out. We're just gonna go around and look for those big tails, of course. We've got a little sponge room here. Very cool. Treasure room. Alright, come out wherever you are. Alright, they gotta be close. You can hear them whooshing around, but that doesn't mean that they have to be close at all. Yep, here's one. There we go. Now that that's sorted out, we'll eat some bread and continue on. That's one in the upper level. Let's see if our suspicions about their orientations over time pan out. It may just be random, and there might be just multiple different places that they can generate. We shall see. Last time I found one in one of these hallways-ish. Sort of running around in the various rooms, but we've got two more to take care of. It doesn't look like we got one on this span of the hallway. Yep, there we go. There's one. This room is very dense. I don't want to be in there doing this. We just want to pull some of them out a little bit. I just want to thin it out. Eat our bread, regen our life, get our breath, and we got one more to deal with. And there are enough in this room, huh? After what I said about the security, I just didn't know where they were at. I guess they heard about the earlier heist, and they were like, well, if he just tries to come in through the side door here, we'll be ready. But will they be ready, though? Do you feel ready, Guardians? Man, that's so many. It really is just so many. I mean, we could kind of leave them alone and just leave the room. Yeah, go up over the top and then through here. Yep, that's just what we'll do. You couldn't scare me, old big tail. I knew there was one left of you. But where are you, though? That's what I don't know. This is either first sponge room or second sponge room. Hard to tell them apart. I think it's the second sponge room, though. Just because that one seemed brighter than I remember the other one being. Almost got stuck there. That would have been funny. You need to like crouch and hit speed a little bit. You're like, yeah, they hurt a little bit of them together. Yeah, for sure, man. You know, you can really get the hearts going away when there's a big old chunk of them together. You don't have to put too much respect on one of them, but 8's pretty serious business. Yeah, this is dark sponge room, and the other sponge room was light sponge room. Of course, I don't know where they are. I just know that's what I'm going to call them. Does it help me to know that there's two different sponge rooms when what I need is to find one Elder Guardian? No, but Why are you always asking me hard questions? Alright, is there a different door out of here? Yes, there's this one. Doesn't really go anywhere, does it? Alright, we're just gonna assume it's on a whole different side from where we're at. So you can sort of see a subtitle for it occasionally, depending on... Well, not here, because that's the outside. So let's just try to go, like, left-ish. Let's try to go left-ish and see how long that can go. Alright, we've already been here before, as evidenced by the door. We've got this little secret internal space. Did I crack in there before they told me I could stop hitting? No, I don't think so. It's like a sneaky liminal space. We're not supposed to be up here. Oh no, it's going to be so hard. We're going to have to find the exact space that we came in because we can't dig our way out. It shouldn't be too tough. It'll be where there's light, right? Right? Yes. I just know if I keep on doing this for very long, I'll just walk around the wall, and I'll see their big dumb tail, and I'll be able to do the stabby stab. Right? Right? I won't get lost here forever. Will I? Oh god, will I? I'm already super bored of treading over the same space 4 times and not being able to identify when I'm doing it. Alright. Dark room, treasure room. They're always there. Why do I keep on treading over this space? We need to go to a different area. Hey, found one. It's on the bottom, just like I anticipated. He looks super, like, nonplussed about me even arriving. Like, oh yes, I thought I would run into you. You've killed all my friends, so if you will just take care of me too, then I will be able to leave. Which is just what we'll do. We get another of the tied armor trims. Oh, thing. I gotta drink the bucket. And now we're just gonna break through this thing, steal all their lanterns, you know, just do normal stuff, take all their gold. You know, those things do cast a lovely light. Almost makes you want to not break them. Who am I kidding? I might be able to use them for something someday. Yeah, Alright, this phase, you know that you haven't been in the area of it yet because there's still light. And there's still things to break that aren't nailed down. And we're just gonna... Nope, we're gonna dig down. That's not gonna work either. Oh my goodness, how are we ever gonna live? We're gonna dig in here to breathe. There's a lot of ways I could have done it. And this is the way I'm doing it. Oh, well, that's not the way I wanted to go. Oh god, I couldn't see. I was trying to dig down and all of the spiciness of their eye rays made me unable to go straight down. There we go. Alright, so this way leads us to Sponge Room. But where is Treasure Room? Here is Treasure Room. Magnificent. And now, with all of our loot intact, we will break out of the top and swim away quickly before all of the I-beams give us an aneurysm. Hey, another one? Guess we'll raid another one. Have I already raided this one? Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there. But I don't think I would have. The title of this should have been Cracking Every Ocean Monument I See. Shipwreck, Moon in the Clouds, beautiful broken monument, another beautiful broken monument in this direction. Nothing more in the world to desire but what we have in front of us. Let's ignore the shipwreck, who cares? The real prize is here. Floating islands over a bamboo jungle next to an ocean monument. Can't ask for a better life than that. And if you do, I hope you get it. I should have gotten in the boat. But, you know, it's like when you're this close already, because you've not been in the boat so long, you start thinking, maybe I shouldn't be in the boat. After all, what's in a boat? A boat by any other name. Now, anyway, we're just going to go in, and then we will not have milk. It'll be fine. We got our doors. We only got 10. It shouldn't take more than 10 doors to make this happen. Going through the front here, we've got a very nice stone foundation. And they are on the spot. They hear us before we even get in. Their alarm bells were ringing, but it will avail them maybe nothing at all. Certainly little enough. Here's number 1. Here's the treasure room, but we won't expect to see the second one, or rather a second or third one here necessarily. they just as likely seem to be like up in the wings or around the sides of the treasure room, like in here mayhap. Nope. Or like in the earlier one we found one around the corner like so, and he would be like around this wall maybe. Alas, not this time. That would have been the one that was in that room, I guess. That he just was inside of there rather than in here, which, you know, kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. I would have preferred to kill him immediately rather than spending extra time to run him down. Alright, there's the entrance. Can we go straight up? Yeah, and we can go right. So we went left and got one, and now we go right, but you can't really go right. You can't really go right at all. And this was an unnecessary door if ever I've placed one. So we'll go up and immediately find one, and immediately find one. Magnificent. That means we have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to find the third one, or they'll put the debuff on us again, and we'll have to wait longer. So we'll try the mid-levels, such as they are. Dark Sponge Room. Sponge Room connects nowhere, probably, but I should still check. They always seem to be that they're at like the very upper sides of a wing. I am not going to find this guy in time. It's okay. I mean, I could. It's theoretically possible that I could. I just don't think I'm going to. And, you know, we didn't even have the full debuff timer before he clicked it on again. So, there you go. I don't know what's hurting the Guardians. It must be like magma. Because I don't think they get hurt by, like even being in the air. I don't think they need to breathe water. I think they just do it for fun. Oh no, I'm hitting him with a bottle of water. That's not going to intimidate him. And we're back here again. Fantastic! I'm so bad at these places. Maybe we'll go around on the outskirts like this, and there'll be one in there. It could happen. Hey, there it is. He was hiding in here all along. This does mean that we will need to make a very quick circuit here to avoid getting hit by his myriad bodyguards. We're just going to come in, pop like a lot of them. Oh, the big elders on our tail, but we're going to crack a lot. Yeah, like so many of them there. Just take a second here. You know, this whole time he was right where I said, oh, he's not in there. We got the pillars. We're using them to great effect here because I don't want to get too gutsy. Alright, so there we go, and we'll just pop Guardians for a couple more, like 1 more minute, minute and a half, and then we get to leave. Easy peasy. You know, it's not the most dramatic way to get gold, but it's pretty good. It's reliable. I should start building like a pillar on top or something to indicate that I've already cracked this monument. I mean, we'll know that the ones in this specific direction have mostly been got, but, you know, for the future. Although I imagine... Well, no, I'll never have enough gold. Never. It's like I imagine one day I won't need monuments, but no, like I'll absolutely need gold. Gold makes power rails. You need power rails to make the rails go faster. Perhaps I wasn't clear. You need them. Okay, this just looked like it was a treasure room to my eyes because it had these dark prismarine bricks, but we'll find the treasure room. It's probably not terribly far. It'll be real easy to find once this debuff wears off, so we might actually just chill and wait for the 20 seconds. And after we crack it, we'll go to land, build another portal, and hoof it home, I think. Yeah, we're at... Yeah, we're quite out there in terms of how long it would take to get home. But if we take another portal, you know, it'll just be several hundred blocks. You know, if you just figure out how to ignore them, you don't have to deal with them at all. Well, that's not where I wanted to go. Oh, look, he came to visit. Hey, look, guys, I got a guardian farm. I'll just stay right here, and they'll all fall in, and then I'll stab them. You know, I bet you could make one sort of like this, though. I don't know how you would tempt them. Come on down here, guys. Come on. Yeah, see, they can just get right out. You would need a little bit more effort to make one. Alright. Now that we've taken more of their stuff, we'll call it quits there. Swim off in this direction. Now we just need to make another portal and see about walking home. Little green bed. Yes, it's a super elegant farm. Are you guys gonna fall in the water in time? Nope. You know, he didn't want to get his feet wet, and now this is happening. He had everything he needed to live right in front of him. Sad. And here we just have to be careful not to let the helmet break. Since it has Prop 4, we won't actually be in any more danger compared to normal. A prismarine block for a corner, that seems totally excessive. I hate that. Don't I have any trash? Like a blue terracotta? There we go. Did I leave my flint and steel somewhere? I'm gonna lose my mind. Ah, it's in my inventory. Of course, it's yet in my pocket. Alright, so we should just go ahead and shulker everything up real quick. We're gonna be going through the nether for an amount of time, and there's really no telling how weird things are gonna get. We can leave most of the stuff in bundles, unless they're really big parts of the stacks. Alright, that did basically nothing. And I'm still not even doing what I knew I was supposed to do, which is get my nether stuff out, which is basically just this potion of fire resist. And now we're ready to go. We can throw our bed, not in the shulker, into an ender chest. Except we don't have any space for it. We'll grab some torches for the inventory, never knowing you'll need some. And yeah, we're down to 6 breads, so pretty bad. Let's go ahead. And bread these up. Now we'll have a little bit more than a stack, which is much more appropriate. And it'll be time to just go on home. Except that I still have the flint and steel in my inventory. I knew that. Alright, we'll put the shield there because we could theoretically use it. We don't need the shovel, I don't think. You know, we'll work on it. We'll figure it out. All we want to do now is get home. We load into the nether. We've got a gold helmet on with prot 4. So we're down 1 single piece. Oh, apparently here in the Basalt Delta. Heyo! Bastion? Bastion! That's gotta be one, right? It looks weird and dark. It looks intentional, and there are piglins on it. I just need to see one with a little overall. That's a zombie piglin. It looks like the previous Bastion. I just can't be sure. It's made of blackstone. It's got the cracked bricks. It's got that little glinty... I think it's a Bastion. It's got lanterns. I think it's a Bastion. So we're just going to need to make our way over there, which we'll do gradually and then suddenly. Yeah, well, we'll take a look around gingerly. I've got my fire protection potion, but I think we're probably just going to want to build over a little bit there. Do I have a bunch of cobblestone in me? It's in the ender. Dirt doesn't burn. That should be a stack or two. There we go. Turn sneak back to toggle. And now it's time to make our way to the Bastion. We see that the pigs are hopping. They are stepping to their own drum music, and we know what that is. It's called pig step, and I want to hear it too. Now I do have a lot of arrows and a lot of enemies over there. I could shoot them from closer, and if I don't start collecting, that's exactly what I'll have to do. It's going to be embarrassing. Yeah, we'll get closer. We'll get closer and do some archery from there. So how to arrive at it? We're just gonna go right here to see if there's like a way to route across that's easy. Because if we can just sort of, we don't have to come back to this nether portal ever again, right? Right. We got our stuff on in our ender chest, so all we got to do is make the best of this Basalt Delta until we can get sort of further over there, so we can, you know, at a certain point going straight across might be quicker. It's probably right here that that point exists, so magma cube squishing could be potentially a little annoying in this area, but we're going to hope that it's not. We're going to put our boat down. We're going to not put our boat down. Put our boat down right off the side, not into the magma, of course, but relatively close to it. So if a ghast comes and blows up my dirt, we'll have to react quickly. That is what fire protection in 7 is for. And somewhere there's a ghast. It looks like going across that way might be somewhat quicker, but you know, we're already doing it this way. Hey, there's the ghast. You know, let's try to deal with the ghast before we do too much more of this. There we go. One shot, one kill. And then we're going to shoot these magma cubes who will float across the top of the lava and make this potentially a hilarious thing, but I don't know if they know we're here. When we have them down to the lower things, perhaps our thorns will deal with them, but we're going to build this double thickness. Single thickness, harder to stay on. Double thickness, very good. We're not going to go like a total straight shot. We just really want to be able to make landfall at the bastion, and then we'll try to climb up it whatever way we can figure out. Although I would like to do some Assassin's Creed archery before we go into the bastion proper. Alright, I'm going to need to quit doing that if I want to make any progress. I'm going to run out of dirt before we get there. That would be embarrassing, and it would be all because I didn't get enough stacks of dirt. And also, the nether portal's kind of far away, so we might have to make just a single route, but that's even worse than a double one. A single route is a route that no one's ever cared about. We've got 40. We might want to do a single. After all, we're never going to have to walk across this again, are we? Are we? We're going to do a little ghast search real quick. I'm the worst. Please let me just place this block. Okay, there we go. It's more unnerving when there's a void underneath you. This is just like kind of annoying. It's not like nerve-wrackingly annoying like trying to do it in the end is. But we approach the land of the pigs, the bastion of pigkind. And they're going to be really sorry that I showed up, probably. They weren't my enemy before I shot them. It's been explained to me that piglins always are my enemies in the bastions. Also, I didn't shoot them, I missed. The zombie's not my enemy. Look at him, we're broing out. Roo, 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 he says. So, do we climb to the top? That seems like a little cute, but we could just pillar up, and if we get knocked down, we'll get up again. They will never be able to keep us down. It'll be an inspiration. I've got the gold helmet, but I don't think that works in the bastion. I don't need the other stuff on it. You know, just one more armor may matter, may not. They're about to be so mad at me. Alright, and if we have to fall back, we'll be able to fall back to this position. We won't be able to fall back all the way. We won't need to. We'll be able to parkour out if we need. We'll just jump into the lava if I have to. But they are grunting around. Let's see if we can get some shots. Alright. Plenty of foes over there. those just go into the nuggets. You gotta silk touch them to get the beautiful Flexivore. And if you knock it into lava, then that doesn't work either. So if you're keeping track, just don't do that, or that, and do instead the other thing. A Ghast is crying, piglins are screaming, and all I'm doing is wondering where my next meal is coming from. That's the one with the smashy hammer, the brutes. Those are the ones that are so gung-ho for it. Okay. Oh, man. That was almost too much fun. In conclusion, know where you're going before you go. I mean, it would have been fine. I probably wouldn't have died. And I've got my handy-dandy offhand here anyway to protect me from harm. As I was saying, the piglin brutes are of no danger to anyone. They are friends to all. This is, I think, another one of those bastions of the kind that I saw earlier. It seems to be very reminiscent of it. But importantly, alright, so here we've got another access point to the bastion. So we're going to be able to walk out of it and then just, like, carry on towards spawn, whatever direction that is, that way-ish. You know, we'll work it out. These fellows are a little stuck here. We're going to shoot them in the leg, and then in the other leg. Hey, there's the gold thing, so good stuff. We found it. That's a zombie one over there. We don't want to mess with them unless we have to. Oh, look, they all think that they can do something about me. They are angry. Now there are 4 less of them than before. This Hoglin also thinks he can do something. He's stuck. I have discovered the optimal way to invade a bastion. Somehow. I'm sure that's not actually true. I'm only joking. Please don't take me seriously. Is it shaped like a golden pig's head with little tusks in it and a little nose? That's so funny. That's so funny. There are a large number of zombie piglins, I think, over there. We're going to just try to remove all of these fall hazards, or rather some of the fall hazards. And these are all bros, but that one dude is not a bro. He is wearing overalls, which is very unbro. I don't think the zombies throw down for these fights, but we'll just be aware that they could, or that I could accidentally them, and that would upset them all. Oh my goodness, please let me hit him. Alright, I think he's falling all the way down. Yeah, wherever he went to, I don't think he's going to be much of a problem for me anymore. So there's upper levels to it, but we have found the important level here, where we can steal all the gold. Sorry, find all the gold. But there are various chests. Okay, time to brawl. Just with this one. Yep, that's all. Oh, and one more guy will fall down, and then be afraid. What a loser. The important thing is not to start a fight with all the zombies, because there's probably like 150 of them here. But from this vantage point, we'll be able to shoot a couple more of the foes. Those are both zombies. Don't want to mess with them. That's not a zombie, you can tell, because he has a crossbow, so we'll knock him down. He can have a long, long walk to think about all the things he's done wrong. And if he's never done anything wrong, then he can have a long walk to think about how sometimes bad things happen to good piglins, and there's nothing that anybody can do. But as they squeal and lament, it's time for me to go back to the gold pig statue with the little horn tusks of bone, and then break it. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful, is it not? Oh, those are probably quartz. Yeah, smooth quartz slabs. That makes sense. Alright. That's all well and good. How... Did the gold glow? Does gold have, like, object source lighting? Maybe it just seems as though it did. Oh, there was a fire over there that I put out. That's right. Alright, so I just need to find some more stuff in this area. There are chests, or at least there was one chest in the earlier one. So we're going to route up here. Yeah, we're going to route up. And see about getting in some more fights upwards. The ghast will screech most ghastily, but we're just going to jump up to the top. This piglin is far enough away from the bastions that he does not interpret my actions as invading his home. Or if not home, then, you know, like, area of cultural or socio-political import. Whatever the bastion means to the piglins. Is it, as the name implies, the last bastion of their culture and civilization? Am I raiding all of their final treasures, the last things that they will ever own? This is so many zombie piglin. Alright, I want to deal with them. Alright, and I think they'll all have to just, like, run right here. And then we'll murk all of them. They'll come from, like, miles around, right? This is actually also probably, like, an excellent way to farm any of these things. And to farm the sounds of screaming piglins, if that's what you want to farm. And we'll just wait a second for any of the other ones that might have been around to route a little closer to me. Because it seems like... Oh, there are 3 little ones. This actually could be quite dangerous. I'm gonna die in here. I'm gonna die in here and I can't get out. Alright, that's my first idle... That's my first idle usage. You know, that's what the idle is for. I did not anticipate so many small ones being able to get in. Well, you know what that means. It's time to wall in. That was exhilarating. I knew I had the idle, so I was fine. But it was still a little rough on the heart rate. You know, I don't know why I didn't think about how there could be multiple small zombies that would be able to come right in. I should have just blocked it. But, you know, there's a lot of things that I could have been doing to be smarter there. But pretty exhilarating stuff, yeah. You know, I don't think I would have intentionally did that many zombie piglin, but I might have also just, like, you know, not thought about it. So there we go. We've got our backup idol. No more silly stuff. Not that that was, you know, silly initially. Oh, they're mad because I picked up gold. My ender chest is still on the ground. That is very bad news. I thought they were over it, but I guess they're not yet. There's a ghast right there. We're just going to move this way. These piglin are all cool. They don't care that we were fighting the zombies. And we shoot him right in his open mouth. Alrighty. So now that there's less zombie piglin around, I feel less nervous about it. Gold helmet is almost dead because of the babies. Yes, indeed. You know, I should put on the real helmet, as it doesn't even work inside of inside the place. All right, so I just need to find some chests and maybe get pig step. And now a huge amount of enemies are gone. My first idol has been used. You get an achievement for that. I don't know why, or an advancement rather. Alright, are there any more normal piglin to fight here? I mean, certainly we should expect some. We'll just be a little sneaky. It's really that we just have to avoid hitting zombies, because there are so many in here, and the throwdown might be, you know, quite intense. Hey, chest! But since we're already up on this upper level, we're going to look for one here, too. Just a nice little fall all the way through thing. We'll just put that right there. Speaking of, let us go ahead and put the potion of fire resist where it belongs. He's lucky. Alright, so we get a netherite upgrade, a lodestone, a golden chestplate of mending, and a snoot armor trim. The netherite upgrade would be very cool, but I've already got one, and I think the first one is the only one you need, right? Because I've already made several more from it, but it would be cool if I hadn't got one before. I know what it does. I just need one more netherite scrap to make my first piece. I wonder how rare those are. Maybe they drop in every bastion, and I just don't know because I've only ever been to 2. Alright, how does anybody find a chest in these places? Alright. If I was a chest, I would be hidden away somewhere no one would ever find me. Do I break the whole thing apart brick by brick? I just don't know. I mean, I might as well start. I'm expecting a double chest. I had always seen a double chest in a bastion, so I guess I'll just break the thing apart until I find something. We'll start at the bottom and work our way down. Till I get bored and leave without finding anything. Whichever happens. Oh, you can make lanterns hang from chains that aren't hanging from anything. That's cool. Well, I mean, I've already tried every other way I know how to search for things, like walking around and looking, and that didn't work at all. I found one chest that way, but none of the other ones. I guess we could take the stairs. That just leads us to these weird fiery places. And no chests. Hey, another chest! Maybe it's over there? Ow. Alright, I don't think this is part of the plan. I think this is just incidental. Alright, so that wasn't a great idea for reasons that are apparent and made of lava. Alright, so I've found the staircase, but it led me to basically nothing. Is there another one on this side? No, there's not. Alright, I'm about to be over this place. Alright, so this is the end of the bastion. It's covered up somewhat, but I'm not supposed to think that's suspicious. I don't think I am. Well, I know I put that netherrack there. Alright, yeah. Everything looks the same, and I'm lost. I don't, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for exploring these places. Hey, look, I found a thing! Alright, so my strategy of randomly bashing in walls absolutely does work. And by strategy, you know, that word's doing a lot of work there, but, you know, whatever, what are you gonna do? An Enderman is whooping around, stealing things. It's probably making everybody upset. Maybe they think I'm an Enderman. Maybe they cannot tell that I am not as tall as they are. Anyway, I think I'm giving up. I'm never gonna figure this out. Well. Oh. You were asking yourself if I would understand that they have an inside part and I was only walking on the top? No, I didn't understand that. Even after breaking in, I still didn't understand that. But now that you said it... We'll try to break in. And probably die. Because, I mean, how do you get inside anywhere but falling into it? Alright, I think I should just give up. I think however you're supposed to find the inside, I am too dumb to be able to find my way in. If I keep on digging around, though, maybe I'll find something else cool or die, you know, whichever. Like right there, you know, for example, you could just fall right through. Anyway, I often feel like I'm not smart enough to play Minecraft, and anytime I'm in a place with a little maziness, that it really just jumps through again. Like, I clearly do not know what I'm doing, and you might as well put a goldfish in charge of this. They would do a better job at finding their way around. I'd say in conclusion, no, I do not understand that there's an inside part, and you were way ahead of yourself when you thought I did. Because even now that you've said it and claimed that I understood it, I still can't find it. I can find more opportunities to fall into lava. Whatever. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. Alright, yeah, just time to leave. Time to leave. Screw this place, I don't care. I literally don't care. This can't be that good. Nothing can be good enough to annoy me for any amount of time. It's just not the way the world works. Nothing will ever be worth dealing with the world whenever I've decided I want to quit. Alright, so northwest. Yep, northwest. So I just need to go that way-ish. And we'll make our way to the wall and then walk on that biome there. And by make our way to the wall, I mean fall down again? Nearly fall down again. The only thing that'll work is if I find it on my way out, because if you give up, sometimes it works. It doesn't look like it's gonna work this time. Alright, I give up. I don't care. You know, the piglin beat me. They built a place so dumb and incomprehensible that I gave up trying to rob it. Yeah, this is the only bastion type I've ever found, and they're huge headaches. I have never felt capable of understanding one tiny bit of how they are. I'm surprised I found any chests at all. Don't they like jump me if I hit the gold even though I'm wearing the gold? Yes. Well, at least this makes it like more controlled whenever I know it's gonna happen. Because, like, when I'm mining the gold, it's like, okay, yeah, they're gonna get me. But it's nice to be able to walk and not have them just want to bash you. Yeah, so 500, 500 or so is the bastion. I'd be able to check in the video for F3. You know, I might go back and look harder someday. I doubt it, though. Hey-o! Found a fortress. which I don't think I care about at all because I don't need anything from it. I need wither skulls, but I mean I've already found a fortress. We'll just leave it alone. Who cares? I'm trying to get home. Might be the one I found earlier. Parkour! Oh, when I found this tunnel, I was so hopeful that it was one of my tunnels, but it was not. What? One of them is standing on top of the other one's head. We have found magnificent circus performers. Everyone, let's give him a hand. He is shivering. He's a little nervous, but you know, they're doing great. And we burrowed through most wonderfully. And we'll just keep on trucking in, or rather, no, we'll try to go over the top. Since we can see that there are trees and such there, it's probably not going to terminate immediately. And it's much easier to run through the nether if you know the general direction you're going in, if the biome's already there. But of course you can bash through the wall and try to get your ancient debris if possible. If possible, if available. It is rarely available, the debris of the ancients. Oh no, I've almost fallen down. It's okay. Is this another iteration of it? My goodness. They're everywhere. You know, I thought it was impressive, but I guess this is just a trick that they all do. Alright, now we need to go flat north. Like 180? Yeah, like 180. Good deal. He's up there shivering. Yeah, you're right. The other one's like, no, no, you can wait. You said you wanted to do the turn. You said your legs were tired of holding me. And I said you'd be happy for it. Still on 180, excellent. We'll get to home or a familiar sight in no time. Or we'll fall into a lake of fire and sing a meat puppet song. Another fortress? I believe I have arrived at another fortress. This one may well be the one that I had been to earlier. Hey look, a little wither skeleton guy. How does he intend to get over here to me? I don't guess I should ask. I've fallen down. It's alright. We will break in here, and we clearly know which fortress this is because our characteristic cobblestone will lead us home. So any other wither skeletons to murk along the way? Hey! I got the skull, guys! I got the skull! Spooky, scary skeleton! And they rattle around most spookily. But we're gonna run this way, because if memory serves, this way will lead us out. And the blaze spawner will be like up there, up that way, which is what those 5 torches are for, as if to say, hey, look at me, blaze spawner, over here! Oh, look. He's got a crossbow. He's so confused. Oh no, I turned the wrong way. No, I didn't. I turned the right way. This is like of the past era of nether transportation. You know, this was early if you don't remember. So, you know, no stairs, only the barest real hints of the direction in which we're meant to go. But still fully functional in its own way, isn't it? Oh god, am I lost again already? No, we're just gonna go in the direction of where we believe the spawn portal to be, and then we'll probably find it. Or some other marker along the way. Oh no! That's a little outrageous and ridiculous. Alright, so in conclusion, don't do that. Oh, and then I used the wrong one, and then I knocked one into it while it was still going, and it fell down and burned. A bunch of smart behaviors today. Alright, so I was on the path and then I lost it entirely. Awesome. Here we go. Found it again. I should have stayed on the path, such as it was, and not complained about it as if it wasn't going to be far better than no path at all. And then here we're on the proper nether highway, as you can tell by the stairs. I think we should just go right here, and yeah, we'll be at home. Our crops haven't grown at all. I don't know if they can. We haven't really been trying very hard to see. But a delightful trip, and a delightful return home. As always, the oinking of fellow travelers may emerge, but, you know, they'll be fine unless they aren't. Yeah, I don't know if you can, you know, grow wheat there, but it occurred to me that if I could grow wheat in the nether, I could grow it next to the whole highway, just like I could grow it next to the whole canal, theoretically. Trident, let's go hunt for it. Oh no, it must be like a fishing pole or something. I just saw something in his hand. Yeah, it's just a boring old fishing pole. No trident at all. You know, pretty good light coverage here. We need some more over on this other side, so we'll take this side of the mountain up and get better light. We're doing really good with having like quite solid light coverage, but as that creeper evidences, we still have so far to go. Oh no. Alright, there. Good jump. You can tell I don't go on that side very often, or I would have anticipated that there would be a massive hole in the ground where all of your hopes go. It's never going to look too much like nighttime here again. I just hate creepers, man. If it were just zombies and skeletons, or, I don't know, lions, tigers, bears, anything that didn't mess with my blocks. And this is going wonderfully. There's already a torch there. Alright, we have finally reached a zone of light control. I would say we should explore down there. I know what we'll find. It'll be another deep dark. It's always a deep dark in this world. I'm not sure if there's one or two. There might be one under there and one under there, and then we connect in the middle. Let's see how Doug's egg is doing. We've got one crack in Doug's egg, so that's very good. Very exciting indeed. Have a nice seed for Garuda, and a pet for Bella, and a nod to Luca. Good old guys, all of them wonderful and valuable members of the family. And then, yeah, that should, we should take that to the vault. Various black stones, chains, I mean, sure, why not, whatever. Wither skeleton skull, that's like a valuable thing. We'll put that in here with all of our valuable netherite upgrade templates and scraps and such. Now we've got 7 netherite upgrade templates for all of the work that'll do us. And we should, yes, we should... Boom, alright, lightning strikes. We're just gonna make sure real quick that it hit the lightning rod, and it sounds like it did. So, good deal. We're nice and safe from the lightning storm. The lightning rod works, the quartz goes through and strikes it as if it were a clock, and the crystals oscillate in the pillar. Good stuff. And we can see from our light coverage that even in the storm, we're not getting like a ton of monsters all over the place. We got a couple zombies there, right? But as we look over the expanse, we see that our light coverage is keeping our villagers quite safe during the thunderstorm, which is important because they don't have the sense to come in out of the rain, right? They're just doing their thing. I kind of want a skeleton horse. And I know you can't get them by killing skeletons, but I was noticing that there were skeletons, and I thought to myself, what if there were less of them? Wouldn't that make you pleased? And it would. It did. It does. Alright, I tried to push it in the wrong order. There we go. We're just going to try to empty some bundles here by throwing them onto the ground. All the stuff in it. No, we need the obsidian, don't we? Turtle scoots are technically mob loot. Technically. Bit rare, but what are we going to do if we don't put them in here, right? I'll come back and get it. I don't want to put my sword up, because when you don't have your sword, you know, like, what are ya? No kind of warrior. Armor trims of various kinds, gilded blackstone gold, yeah, all that can belong in here, that's fine. We'll keep the good golden apples in there with the slightly less good golden apples. Armor trim diamonds, yeah, sticky pistons, all the stuff that's like vaguely good and theoretically valuable can go in here. That doesn't fall into, you know, monster loot category, although some of it might have. Alright. Amazingly, we are now relatively done with moving all this junk around, but having a place where stuff more or less goes is quite helpful. Alright, now we just need to get the rest of our stuff that we normally want to carry with us and put it back into our inventory. Good inventory management. Do you think so? Thank you. It's like I was saying it to myself, but it never felt true. But, you know, now that we're actually, like, kind of doing some, now we know sort of where we'll find things at. 3 is for the axe, 4 is for the shovel. Alright, good stuff. Got our tools arrayed. That should go in the shulker of preparation. You know, we've got these shulkers to do too, so we might as well at least get cracking on a couple of them. Make some TNT. That'll let us, you know, have more space for stuff, I guess. That cobblestone doesn't belong there. It only serves to confuse. The sponge would be better. Yes, the sponge will be better. Does it dry out in the air? You know, it doesn't look like it does. It looks like it's still a wet sponge. So we'll keep that there. Need to get an auto smelter. In here, I need to get an auto smelter. There's a lot of stuff I need to do. But just moving stuff sort of into the boxes where it sort of belongs makes me feel very satisfied. I'm not going to keep on doing it, though, because I'm kind of over it. But at the least, we know that we've got slightly more room in the shulkers. Slightly. And I don't need to be carrying some of this stuff in the ender chest at all. Like the adventuring shulker, which this one was supposed to be. Yeah, we'll clean it up. Door is good, more hay bales, potion of fire resist, all of that's excellent. Torches, this is all the sort of stuff that should be left in here. Flint and steel, yeah, good stuff. So the important thing about doing this after like a journey is that it doesn't become entirely daunting. Whenever you're, you know, trying to do other stuff, you won't be like, oh, what do I have in my inventory? 4,000 things, I never managed it, you know. But here, we'll be in slightly better shape. Slightly. And I'll just put this prot helmet here until I feel like looking at it ever again. Who knows when that'll be. I actually feel really great about that inventory management session. Like, look at us. We've got room in the inventory. We're level 40. Everything is good. But oh man, I think I need to take a little break, mayhaps. Stream in 3.5 hours. Yeah, it'll be a good time to take one, and then I'll probably come back in a bit and close out the night. You know, do another late night stream. As always, I hate to end when people are watching and paying attention, but I think it's good for me in the long run to be taking, you know, regular short breaks and that kind of thing. But as the rain falls, we'll have a little dance party in case I don't come back tonight. But just wanted to say thanks for watching, thanks for listening. We went to a lot of ocean monuments. Found a bastion. It didn't go great, but it was fine. Very nearly died, garnering us this wonderful advancement. No, it's in adventuring? I don't think it's in husbandry. That wouldn't make sense. Those are all animal related. Yes, it's in adventuring. And it's called Postmortal. And that one, for Caves and Cliffs, I guess you would just build up really high and then drop down on purpose into a thing of water. But I don't remember if I have another Totem of Undying or not. Yeah, I think I just had 2, and so the other one's in the shulker, so I need to either get a raid, not on this village, it doesn't work, we'll have to get a different one, or find another woodland mansion, potentially. Because once I go down to 0 Idols of Undying, then I got to... You know, it could be in this shulker, why don't we check? It couldn't be in this shulker. Why would we even check? Ah, well, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that's no less ominous. Maybe them being set right there is what the problem is. Maybe they need to be, like, up here, like some inquisitive eyebrows. Now it just looks like it's screaming. Like it's got a little grass chin and it's like running around. Ah! If it doesn't look like that to you, then I'm sorry for making that sound. But it looks like that to me. We'll need some planks. We'll just run down here and get some planks. I could have walked inside to get them, couldn't I have? Yes, probably. But as I was saying, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I just wanted to... Yeah, that's not so bad. That's actually... That's fine. That scans from far away. You know, I think I just need to get rid of that window. And, I don't know. You know, we'll leave it. It looks hilarious. I can't put my finger on why it looks so silly, but it definitely does. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. We'll break the ender chest and put it up. We'll get Garuda's seeds. A seed for the boss. We'll check on Doug just one more time and see if Doug's been born. Do we have Doug? Let there be Doug! And there was Doug. Let's go say hello to Doug. Okay. We can't end yet, can we? I'm so sorry if anybody's already stopped. I lied to you. We're not ending this yet. Because there is a very important Doug-related task that has to be done right now and no later. Absolutely no later. Alright, a name tag would be kept in the valuable things chest. We'll just make an anvil up here. Checking the inventory carefully to make sure that no buckets might be around. Because if Doug has forgiven me, I haven't forgiven myself, and you've made it clear that you haven't forgiven me either. Doug! Oh, good old little Doug. Doug the small he is right now, but he will be Doug the magnificently large again. Doug the digger. Doug the Doug. Doug the Great, they'll call him. And it'll all be true. Magnificent. So, with all of that said, now it's time for one more ritual seed for Garuda. And to lay down in bed with Belladonna here. Doug getting bigger outside. Doug the Digmaster. Doug the Magnificent. And, well, guys, that'll do it for this episode. So, like I've said before, but I am really meaning now, thank you so much. That'll do it for this.